think twice, my shooter in the view. 10th grade, bought a frame, peel off licks. Pack set, feel like I'm cruising on the ship. It's your birthday, put some ice on your wrist. I reached every goal, had to write another list. I'm struggling on toe, I should bite on the lip. I fly across the globe and I call another hit. They watching cause they know how slimy it can get. I'm running to the top, I'm bottom of the ditch. You face rap burn and he running out of hits. Say the wrong word, I'm shooting me. He's a big dog, you a poodle, I'm a pit. I'm trying to dog just as far as I can spit.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of KLA Sports. I'm your host Kyle Alexander, and man, we got an interesting video. Today we're going to break down the blockbuster James Harden trade. I honestly was not expecting this soon. And I remember I was just thinking, I'm like, when are they going to trade Harden, when they going to free him? And then it just happened. I wasn't expecting Brooklyn, honestly. I thought Brooklyn was just going to be like, alright, we like what we have, but we just gonna get into this. Alright, so this was one of the biggest trades we've seen in the NBA, especially in recent memory. So I'm just gonna put the details up right here. So here's the trade details right here. As you can see, the Houston Rockets got the haul that they wanted. It's not what we expected it to be before, but they got Victor Oladipo from the Pacers, point guard Dante Exum from the Cavaliers, power forward Karooks from the Nets. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, so I'm just calling that. Then they got 3 Nets first round picks from in the years 2022, 2024, and 2026. They also got a Bucks 2022 first round pick that's unprotected, and they also got 4 Nets first round swaps in the years 21, 23, 25, and 27. All 8 of those picks are unprotected, so that's all Houston. Then we go into the other team, the Brooklyn Nets. They get James Harden, obviously, from the Rockets, and they get a Cavaliers second rounder in 2024. The Indiana Pacers get shooting guard Karis LeVert from the Nets, and they also get a Rockets 2023 second rounder. And then the Cleveland Cavaliers get center Jared Allen from the Nets and small forward Taurean Prince from Brooklyn. Now, looking at this trade, it's a lot going into it. So I'll say Houston, I feel like they could have gotten better players in that trade, because I remember the original trade idea for Brooklyn was Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and Taurean Prince, I'm pretty sure. And looking back at that, it's like, looking at what you got now, you would probably want the first pick idea. But, I still feel they got some good pieces. They got the 8 draft picks. The only thing is with Oladipo, because he's making $21 million a year, and his contract is up this year. Soon I'm gonna put the contracts up on the screen, but he's so they could either move him again before the deadline, or if they keep Oladipo could just go to another team after this year. But yeah, it's not the haul that you would expect. I thought they were going to keep Karis LeVert, but guess they didn't. I know the Pacers wanted to move on from Oladipo because he's been trying to get back to that year when he won Most Improved, and he's been trying to get back to that superstar potential, but or that all-star level potential, and he had that serious injury. He hasn't really been able to get back there consistently. But he's still been a decent scorer at worst. He's still been able to get his shots up, and I guess Indiana just wanted to move on from that. So them getting Karis LeVert was smart because he does have 3 more years left on his contract. And Karis LeVert, he's going to be a star, so him paired with Malcolm Brogdon is going to be great, because Brogdon, he's the facilitator, and LeVert, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. Like, he can create his own shot and pull up, so he's going to be able to do his thing along with Domantas Sabonis. That's going to be a good team to watch out for. Let's talk about the obvious team, the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of people are saying it's only one ball and with 3 players. Honestly, I feel this could work. I just know their chemistry has to be on point. KD is probably KD is the most selfless out of the 3, so KD wouldn't mind, like kind of backing up or like taking less shots, but it's Kyrie, and it comes down to Kyrie and Harden. I did hear something saying Harden wanted to, he just wanted to win, but I just feel Kyrie becomes the 3rd option, and I would still say KD is still the first option. And you got to think about Kyrie because he's been absent from the team. I don't know if it's just you just gotta see if he wants to be here, like if he's focused or not. But honestly, I feel that can work. And this is honestly what I would do if I'm there. Just have Kyrie be the facilitator, not Kyrie facilitate and control the floor. Have Katie have Katie be the first option actually. Have Kyrie facilitate, run the floor, be the playmaker, and as he can still score obviously, and then have Harden be like the shot creator. With Kyrie and Harden, they need to get to like a Wall and Bill type of level when they were in their primes. Like Wall was just controlling everything and was still scoring at the same time, whereas Bill could still score, create his own shots and all that. So I do feel this could work. You just got to think about, and plus their bench took a hit, so now they don't have the defense, the bench unit that they had, or the defense. So that's going to be a big question. Their offense is going to have to compensate for that. And then you gave up your future, so they're obviously in win now mode. You got to think about that. I feel y'all have to win a championship while they're still on contract. Then we get into the last team in the trade, the Cavaliers. I honestly like the Cavaliers. I think that I feel they are winners of this trade. Now the only thing is, Jared Allen is on the last year of his deal, but you get him extended. Let Drummond walk, get him extended, and throughout the season, have Drummond, mentor Allen a little bit. Let Drummond walk next year. Pick up Allen or sign Allen to an extension. You got a nice young core there with Garland, Sexton, and now Allen. And Taurean Prince could be a nice bench player, so I honestly like what they have there. And up here, we're going to have a statement from the Nets that made it official. So it says, adding an All-NBA player such as James to our roster better positions our team to compete against the league's best, said General Manager Sean Marks. James is one of the most prolific scorers and playmakers in our game, and we're thrilled to bring his special talents to Brooklyn. While we are excited to welcome James and his family to the Nets, we also want to thank the players who are departing. Karis, Jared, Rodions, and Taurean were instrumental to the team's success and have made an enormous impact on the organization. And then it just gets into them, thanking those players. So Harden, he's one of the most prolific scorers. He's one of the best scorers in the game. You got the two best scorers in the game with KD and Harden. So you just gotta figure out that chemistry between them, see if that works. Now I'll put the contracts up here. James Harden is this year is making $41.2 million. His contract is up in 2023. Kevin Durant is making $39 million this year. His is up in 2023. Kyrie's making $33.3 million. His is up in 2023 as well. All three of those combined, all three of those players' contracts combined for $113.5 million on the towards the salary cap. So that's a big hit. That's not looking too good, but that's some of the sacrifices you have to make if you want to. They're willing to make if they want to win now. Victor Oladipo, he's making $21 million. His contract is up this year. LeVert is making $16 million. His is up in 2023. And Jared Allen is making $3.9 million. His contract is up this year as well. Now, I would say in terms of longevity, the winners would be the Pacers and the Cavaliers. And the Rockets, of course. Pretty much everybody but Brooklyn. Rockets got 8 draft picks. The Pacers get a younger shot creator who's on contract to pair with Brogdon and Sabonis. And the Cavs get Allen, who they can work out an extension with because they got rid of like a Dante Exum, and they now can get rid of Andre Drummond next year. So I like what the Pacers have, that nice trio of LeVert, Brogdon, and Sabonis. LeVert is going to be able to go into his own, have his shine. Rockets, I like their starting five. You got Wall, Oladipo, Tucker, Christian Woods, and Boogie. That's a nice starting five. I feel they could make the playoffs. They could be like OKC last year, where there's not a lot expected, but they could sneak in there and make some noise. Brooklyn, I would say Eastern Conference Finals at worst. That's their floor. Ceiling will obviously, win the finals, but it's going to be a lot of pressure on Brooklyn. You gotta think about Harden and Kyrie, who's going to be the main facilitator, because both of them are playmakers. They like to dribble the ball, and I feel Katie's going to relax, or Katie, he's going to he doesn't really care about that as much. He's still gonna be able to get his shots. Thing is, you have I feel Harden will take a back seat knowing that he has KD and Kyrie next to him. More specifically, KD. I feel Harden will be able to take a back seat, and Kyrie knows he's not going to be the man, so he's still going to be able to do his thing. He's just going to have to. He's going to fall to that third option. Like I said, the Cavaliers, they got a nice young three. Well, Sexton, Garland, and Allen. So it's too early to say who won and lost this trade, but I'm gonna grade them. Nets, I will say C plus to a B minus because they got rid of their future, but obviously you got James Harden that makes the team better, and they have that big three, so they can contend right now. Rockets, I'm gonna say B plus, or I'm gonna say a B. You didn't get the original haul that you want. You didn't get too many great guys. You got Oladipo on an expiring contract, but you got the 8 draft picks for the future, all unprotected, and Oladipo is still like a nice low. He's still a nice shooting guard. Pacers, I'm gonna say an A. Honestly, you got Oladipo contract off the books. Got Karis LeVert, who's still 3 years under contract, and you can pair him up with Brogdon and Sabonis for the long run. And he's a great shot creator. He's going to be able to, create his own shot. He's going to be able to score. He's going to be that number one scoring option or number two behind Sabonis. You got your combo guard future. You got your your guard duo for the future. Cavs, I will say a B plus. Allen is on an expiring deal, but you got something young going on there, and I like that. All right, that is it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think of this trade in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.